Jeopardy! Contestant Erin Buker has been left with one of the lowest scores ever after a challenging game. She competed against reigning champ Drew Bialik, who took his fourth win, and Graham Hicks. Erin got off to a strong start, getting 2 answers correct and 0 incorrect in the first round of Jeopardy. She began struggling in Double Jeopardy, answering a whopping 7 questions wrong. Drew, meanwhile, began running away with the game. He answered 33 questions correct in Double Jeopardy, with Drew just behind him with 15. Going into Final Jeopardy, the 3-day champion had racked up an impressive $26,400. Graham had $11,000 and Erin lagged behind in third with a shocking negative amount of -$7,200. Erin did not participate in Final Jeopardy due to her standing going into the round. Host Jennings gave the following clue to the 2 contestants: when this body was discovered in 1978, Persephone was suggested as its name. The correct answer was, what is Sharon? Neither Drew nor Graham correctly guessed the final answer. Drew edged out his only competitor regardless, sending Graham packing while he took his 4th win. His 4-day total is now sitting at $75,682. Several expressed sympathy for her. Nice runaway game for Drew, he seems to be hitting his stride now, which is great to see, one fan commented. Definitely feel bad for Erin though, she had a rough day today for sure. She's definitely gonna sadly receive some unjustified and unnecessary hate and mockery for having gotten the 2nd lowest score in Jeopardy history behind only Patrick Pierce's -$7,400. They could never make me hate you, Erin, a second supporter posted. Poor Erin, a third commenter wrote. Graham also appeared in the Reddit thread, weighing in on the episode. He thanked fans for the kind words, adding that it was an incredible experience. Huge respect to Erin, that's a tough situation to be in and a lot of people would have let it knock them down. Instead she dug in and kept swinging like a tough competitor should, he added. Bad sport? Drew's gameplay has been controversial among Jeopardy fans. While some enjoy his confidence, others miss more modest competitors, like Adriana Harmeyer. During Friday's episode, Drew took on Josh Haidt and Rochelle Brown. Drew and Josh spent much of the game locked in a tie, which was broken in Final Jeopardy. In the end, Drew walked away with his 3rd victory and he was rightfully thrilled. He celebrated excessively and was slammed for showboating by some viewers. Fans commented about the episode online, comparing Drew and Adriana's style of play. Drew beat Adriana on Wednesday, ending her 15-day streak. Good tense game. After seeing the extremely modest Adriana, Allison et al. On my screen for so long, I'm still trying to get used to the showboating and banter from Drew, one person noted. Drew reacted similarly when he beat Adriana 2 days earlier, taking a victory lap around his seat and putting some viewers off. Erin Buker's recent appearance on Jeopardy! Quickly became the talk of the internet, though not for reasons she might have hoped. The episode saw her ending the game with one of the lowest scores in the show's storied history. As the final credits rolled, viewers were left with a mixture of sadness and empathy for the contestant who had valiantly faced the buzzer only to be outpaced by her competitors. The evening started with the usual anticipation that Jeopardy! Fans know and love. The iconic theme music filled the room, and Alex Trebek's successor welcomed the 3 contestants with warmth and enthusiasm. Erin, a young marketing executive from Cleveland, Ohio, appeared confident and eager. As the game began, the categories seemed straightforward enough: American history, world capitals, pop culture, science, literature, and potent potables. Erin started strong, buzzing in with the correct responses for a few questions in the literature category. She seemed to find her stride quickly, but the competitive nature of Jeopardy! Is relentless, and her initial momentum began to waver. In the world capitals category, Erin hesitated on a few questions, allowing her opponents to take the lead. The buzzer, that tiny yet powerful tool, seemed almost to conspire against her. She buzzed in slightly too late on several occasions, and the moments of indecision started to stack up. Her score began to dip into the negatives, and the more she struggled, the more palpable the audience's sympathy became. By the time the double Jeopardy round commenced, Erin was trailing by a significant margin. The categories in this round, including ancient civilizations, quantum physics, and classic novels, proved challenging. She bravely attempted to recover, buzzing in with earnest, but the pace of the game was unforgiving. Her guesses, though sometimes close, were not precise enough to change her fortunes. The competitors beside her surged ahead, amassing impressive totals while Erin's score slipped further into the red. The camera frequently cut to Erin's face, capturing the determination that had not yet given way to defeat. She continued to participate with vigor, her passion for the game evident. It was during this period that fans on social media began expressing their support. Tweets and posts flooded in, rallying behind Erin with hashtags like #TeamErin and #KeepFighting. However, as Final Jeopardy approached, Erin's score was at a historic low. The clue was revealed, a challenging question about 19th-century literature. Erin, despite her best efforts, could not conjure the correct response. The buzzer sounded, signaling the end of the game. She finished with a score of -$6,000, a record that would certainly be remembered but not celebrated in the annals of Jeopardy history. The final moments of the episode were bittersweet. Erin's smile, though still present, was tinged with the disappointment of unmet expectations. The host's words were kind and encouraging, praising her for her bravery and sportsmanship. The other contestants, victorious yet gracious, offered their own words of consolation. As the credits rolled and the studio lights dimmed, the internet lit up with discussions about Erin's performance. Fans expressed their sadness, not just for the low score but for the visible effort and heart she put into the game. "It's not about winning," one fan wrote, "it's about having the courage to put yourself out there. Erin did great, and she's a winner in my book." Another echoed the sentiment, "Erin might not have won Jeopardy, but she won our hearts." In the days that followed, Erin herself took to social media to reflect on her experience. She shared her gratitude for the overwhelming support and emphasized that being on Jeopardy was a dream come true, regardless of the outcome. Her posts were filled with positivity and a good-natured acknowledgement of the game's challenges. "Not everyone gets to say they've been on Jeopardy," she wrote, "and I'm proud of myself for taking the leap. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, and I've definitely learned a lot." Her humility and resilience resonated with many, turning her into a symbol of perseverance. Media outlets picked up the story, highlighting not just the low score but the grace with which she handled the situation. Interviews with Erin showcased her vibrant personality and her refusal to let one moment define her.